First and foremost, I want to give all praises and honor glory to Yahweh, ahchyam, ahchyam, the one of the elders and the apostles of the great wisdom who rule well. Salutation to the ahchyam, pushing the truth and insight to the four corners of the earth, to the few upwards, so listen and learn and be obedient to the husband. They brother Howard from ahchyam, most prophetic vibration, came back on our lesson to the spread the power of ahchyam. Say Asha Sabbath, was this Sabbath almost to finish, was the sun going down. Earlier on today, I started this video earlier on today, but true, I had to pick up kids from school and stuff. It is being in flesh, but all praise to ahchyam, just to say, it's really a dream the Lord sent me in today, where I was taking in some videos, but Allah Howard video, trying to keep up and stay in the spirit and prophecy and stuff, and it sent me because I not too long wake up, drop the kids to school, and it's like I was taking in that video, but within it I started feel that those coming on me, like I'm going back into that sleeping realm, and I was like, hey, until not too long wake up, stay up and watch the video, and this is the second time it happened to me, and I am going and I am going in a dream, I went in a dream, where like all hell was breaking loose, all hell was breaking loose on the face of the earth, and I really wasn't feeling like I was in Trinidad. I was feeling like I was in New York or one of the states, these bigger brothers, who, because in the dream, it was so yappa that and I'm bouncing up the bigger brothers, I'm a Wanga bar, the Ella from LA, I had a few brothers. I had one brother from Trinidad, brother Kahan, and there's about seven or eight of us. I think it's most likely maybe seven, but the Saturday dream, it was like people screaming out, cheering, bawling. I wasn't in midst. I was like lost. I like a pilgrim. I ain't had no way to really rest in my head. I just had to move, and then I'm bouncing up like the book of Eli when this other woman was watching him, and she feel that she will get protected by him. Things like Elamite, it could be a Jake, it could be a Gadite, because she look like more like a Gadite, but it look more like a Elamite. But she come cleaving and like if I could go in a place where it's safe, she wanna go in a place where safe, where she could be safe. So she kind of like was kind of cleaving up and pulling up and pushing up herself under me. So I basically say, well, I will take her to a house where somebody could see if they could protect her, because I know myself on the move. I ain't no time to really settle down right now and or go by anybody to stay or hide, because it's like the brothers give out a signal was we to meet up some way. So within that, I went up and I'm walking up the stairs to like a nice big upstairs and downstairs, and I pressed the bell, and some heathens answer, and I was like, hey, keep this woman, was like more meals, and I was like, hey, keep this female here, keep this woman here safe, keep she safe for me, I might come back for she or something like that I say. But I didn't really, in the dream I wasn't really taking women on. I wasn't really studying women too much. I was just really studying my salvation, like, and to meet up with the brothers and to do the Lord, like the Lord actually directly dealing with us. And it's like it was like to deal with the Lord, like to do so, like to do the Lord tell me what to do, like to go and meet up with the brothers. So through the spirit now, I end up, hearing brothers saying like, hey, where you is? We by the corner, meet us by the corner. So I am walking down the stairs, and I walked up past some palm trees. They were known and watching the spread. It wasn't looking like China, it was looking like big wide roads, it was looking like more like Babylon. And same time I'm meeting up with brothers and them, I'm a Wanga body, brother Ella from LA, Kahan, and it's like brothers was putting on some armor, brothers was suiting up, like we was going like Esau Edom and these robots, because the presence, I was feeling like I didn't know what coming, I know like what was coming, and I know the time we was in, and I know what was going on, and like I was fully aware what's happening. and that like people was on like everybody was like the whole everywhere closed up, like everybody house closed up, and like you feeling the feeling the death, you feeling the fear, on the land. You feeling like people just going haywire. A lot of people were they die before in the dream. I was feeling like because it hardly had, because it had one or two people walking around, but the mass amount of people, because the houses and them was getting invaded, by other, because it's like a lack of bread, and nobody wasn't really basically staying in their house. Everybody was out of their house and moving and looking for food or something like that. And it had one or two people, and it had like a whole heap of people. It's like if we could say like 60, 70 in a whole village, or a city, or you could say it like that. Because I feel I was like more like in a zone, like in a village or something like that. Because in Trinidad there's more villages and stuff. But I know how it is being in Babylon. It was like two street in Babylon could be like a village in Trinidad. But what was basically going to, like, it had a woman, a Israelite woman. She was like real frightened, when she saw us, she run up to us, and like, she was Salakia, she was passing, and when she was passing, like she was running, and like she was trying to get away from some way, and it's like I didn't know, like, if she keep on walking down the road, there's some hidden say like there's way to kill whoever they see. And I was basically telling, I actually see she walking and I hold she, I grab she what she right, but she hand, I grab she what she hand, and I was like, hey, you know where you going? If you go down more down to the end, it has some men waiting, basically, but you go the opposite way. And I was like, you have any way to go? She's like, no, I have no way to go. And I basically is like, because I know, like, the Lord, I'm not to pull a conversation with you where it is in the dream. Um, because the dream feels so real. I was like basically saying, like, ask the brothers. I was like, any of you all have any way we should rush here for the night? The big brother, I'm a one go back up and say, well, I'm a wife, my Eve day, and I'm sure in a certain zone, where safe, she could go there and stay the night until we reach back in the zone. So I was like, alright, well, no problem, and basically we face the east, and we forget the eve was more to the back, and all of we line up and face the east, and like we was now going and say a prayer, to Yahweh Hashem Shai. And I was feeling like we know that the enemies was coming down. We were feeling like it was coming. We were feeling like Esau Edom was coming for us. So we turned to the east, and we started, say the prayer, for Yahweh Hashem Shai to guide us, and within to go and say the Sada City prayer, I wake up, so basically through the dream, it was showing you like Jacob's trouble start, Isaiah 4:1. So basically I got up some precepts, and I said I would do a small video for the dream, so hopefully video be edifying through the spirit, to be how you might be prepared for what coming, how you may be prepared, knowing that Yahweh Hashem shall go have our back, knowing that Yahweh Hashem shall go make a connection to us, and same we're gonna make a connection to our brother. So being in the flesh now, and at the time we know, you made that connection with your brother. If you're lacking in any way with any brother, make that connection. That's certain things brothers do. It was a little shaky, but still, reach out to our brother and show him that love, even though he might not show about that love or whatever it is, you still show him that love, because I know what you do submission was, and he still show him that love until he tell him, give him that stuff, and tell him, hey, go where you came here to do well, do where you came here to do. That's what we paraphrasing, but yeah, the brothers understand where I'm coming from, and that is about it. As the apostle say, it have spice in the camps, but we don't know. We can't pinpoint and say, well, use one or use one or use one. Whatever we just do, we came here to do the Lord mission, to finish our mission also, by being in this flesh, it's just a darkness, we striving, for this truth, we striving for salvation, we striving to get delivered. So basically, I will start with this precept here in Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. We say, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? And I'm going to jump in a precept through the spirit here. And basically, yeah, going back to the precept, when it say that, a time the earth haven't seen, which is Jacob's trouble. So we're gonna bring that Jacob's trouble is when the CBDC roll out, that digital currency, the C to the H to the I to the P, when they come in to bring that great reset, in a sense that no more cash. They bring in that to have you in that docile, that they own you, like you become a full item for the state once you bow to the beast and the image, because basically you bow into the system, and you go in on that, you come like you going down to Egypt for help, and through the spirit, I was always getting them a thought that they're gonna get the reparation for these jakes, these older jakes and younger jakes also, the reparation in these chips, the CTDG, ITDP, they're gonna bring it through it. So the ones like the men of the Lord, the Lord, the saints of the Lord, we know that, hey, we're not taking that. The men of the Lord know we bow into no beast, we bow into no system. We come here to serve Yahweh Hashem. We come here to serve no man. We come to serve the King of the universe. So we knowing that it could be a lot of shakes also, in the vibration, having the zeal, but not according to knowledge. The ones who had the guns out and saying, hey, we're not taking no RFI, we're taking the C to the H to the I to the P. So you got concentration camps, you got FEMA camps, you got how war breaking out, as we see, like, this the C1 to 9 is rolling out back right now. We seeing that, it's a new, I think it's crack on, whatever they're calling it right now. Right now, you're seeing what going on the face of the earth, the Lord bringing back that plague, when everybody feels peace and safety, hey, going back to sudden destruction. So we're seeing it coming to pass. We're seeing the Lord rolling back plague on the face of the earth, because the plague them ain't going back. The plague, as the scripture said, the plague ain't going nowhere, But the ones who can get safe out of it, going back into the book of Revelation 3 and 9, it say, behold, I will make, 3 and 10. It say, because thou have kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So we know where is that, going back into the book of Jeremiah 30 and 7, when they say, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So the ones that who want to see who's he, going back to the hopefully elect, the ones that who call the Lord patience, the one who was, who was being focused, the ones that who was being diligent, the ones that was being, a brother's keeper, the ones that who was focused on their mission, who was counting the cost, who was doing, it's like this is our hobby. The truth is it's like something we glad to do. Something we love to do. To pull on Esau heel, to show up people they're going off, to tell them to be in a spirit of repentance, to wake up the elect. There's something, to bring joy in your spirit, to be up to prophecy, seeing all hell breaking loose, seeing, chariot sightings, seeing all these nations coming against nations, all these things, like, you talking these things and seeing it coming to pass, supposed to bring a joy towards your heart, to make you feel like you, in that belief you have in your Abashim and Shai, it is like it bringing that confidence on high, bringing that confidence on high, believing in Yahweh Hashem and Shai. So we know, as it say, alas, for that day is great. So as going back into the dream, hey, all hell was breaking loose, Mountain martial law, when they bring out that martial law, when they bring the C to the H to the I to the P magnatory, they have to take it, and all who taking it, the head gonna be on the guillotine. Is that when everybody would wake up and say, well, hey, the men of the Lord was speaking the truth, this was really the men of the Lord. This is the men of them who we had to look for. This is the men of them who are the answers for us. And it could be too late. Because farming at the wood starting, a farming at bread will be going on, and the farming at the wood will be going on in that time. All hell will be breaking loose because it's Lord talk about Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is no normal time. Jacob's trouble is where Esau will be coming down. Revelation 12:12. Esau will be coming down with great wrath, knowing that he have a short time, and knowing that he have a short time, he will be coming down, and who will be targeting? The men of the Lord. So as we know in the scripture in the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, going back into the dream also, when brothers, I was spiritually connecting with brothers, and brothers said, well, we by the corner by the so wherever it is, and we actually meet up, like the Lord raised up a standard in us, raised up a standard in us to know that the enemy is coming down, So as the scripture saying, Psalms 59, verse 19, it says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh ahchyam from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh ahchyam shall lift up a standard against him. So when he saw Edom, Revelation 12:12, when he come in with great wrath, the Lord going to raise up that standard. The Lord going to raise up his elect. The Lord going to raise up the men of the Lord, in that time. And I'm going back into the scripture here. Going back to the dream also, Isaiah 4:1. When that standard raised, as the scripture say, the book of Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1, it say, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So basically, in a dream, woman was cleaving unto us. Because why? The Lord actually raised up that standard. The Lord raised up that standard in us. The seeing that glow. So the seeing, we're gonna be a shield, a protection from the wind, from the destruction to come, from rapists, from murderers, it could be from all these robots, and you just name it, all these things will be happening on the face of the earth. Man is not man again, because when they take this, they take that juice, they take that juice, they become a newly created beast. When that frequency turn on, it's like zombies, because I got a dream also, earlier on it, and I really do have video on it, pertaining to I was hiding in a alley, and it's like zombies, like, that's by the thousands, just going off of the frequencies, tripping off and stuff. But ain't really going on too much into that. But basically in that time, all hell could be breaking loose. All hell, tell that brothers get dream about it. Where firehouse burning down, people crying, children burning down in the houses. Just name it. Brothers don't know where coming from. That's why you don't say, to imagine, how we go again, to meditate terror. Because in that time to come, you will be seeing people cut up on the ground. You'll be seeing Kobo eating people playing on the ground. You'll be seeing dead bodies, as this book of Jeremiah 16. You'll be seeing them like down on the face of the earth. Because Esau, Edom, is like gonna be like a madman spaying on, and we knowing that he's that red horse, who not gonna get power to take away peace from the earth. Is that when he coming down with great wrath? Know that he have a short time, so the Lord gonna raise up that standard. The men of the Lord, we're gonna have spiritual powers, but we can basically be connecting. So yeah, we could be actually gain a straight connect, a direct connect to Yahweh ahchyam to direct us and direct our step. Because no man, we as the scripture say, the Lord direct a man's step. So the Lord will be directing our step in that time to come. So at a gap precept, I was looking for a nice yappa precept to go pertaining to the prayer, because we was crying out to the Lord to be with us in the battle, because we know Esau coming down with coming fast, basically coming fast. He and he robots and stuff, whoever it is he had coming, his jet plane and his tunes, whoever was coming, that we know we was getting prepared for. We was putting on armor to fight. We was getting ready to turn it up. I was actually before like in the dream I actually feeling it was going to happen, you know, and then after out of the dream was like, like I actually see what's going to happen. That just show that the Lord is, the Lord always there to the Spirit, the Lord is give you, certain insight, to say it's gonna happen how it was in the dream, but it's like a feeling like the Lord preparing you through the Spirit by dreams and by brothers saying no, and because sometimes brothers is you gotta be in that spirit and meditating on about the time to come, meditating about if I'm gonna be laid on the guillotine, put that strength into the truth, put that strength leading to confidence also, that strength, having full confidence in the truth, believing in Yahweh Hashem Shai, knowing that everything is to come to pass. How everything in the scriptures is gonna happen. Nothing, none shall tarry. Tarry, all shall come to pass. None of the Lord would gonna return back void. So going back into the precept, let me see if I get a precept here. In the book of I think I have a bookmark in Psalms. Stuff. Let me see. Yeah, I can't. Psalms 18 verse 2. And the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. I will call upon Yahweh Shimei Shai, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. So, as in the dream, before we go out and war, we face the east, and we was calling upon Yahweh Shimei Shai because the enemy was coming in like a flood. The enemies was coming in. We knew Esau Edom was coming in, and we was getting ourselves prepared. The elder from LA, Amawanga Bar, Brother Kahan, I thought about former brothers, we was getting ready, we was prepping ourselves. While I was talking to the Eve, they was getting themselves ready, they was getting themselves ready, and I wasn't even taking on that too much. But like the Lord put the spirit of me in that dream was to stop her and question her, to say, hey, don't go down that alley. They will, death in that and down in that alley, because it's like we know all the boogie traps, all the hidden was setting for jigs. We don't see it already. We don't like we also don't having the ears to hear further, using the eyes to see further. Lord, let's turn it up in the flesh. Spiritual powers in the flesh. It was the upper. Going back into the scripture in Psalms 18 and 4, it says, the sorrow of death compassed me, and the flood of ungodly men made me afraid. And that time, you being in the flesh, you might have that spirit of fright, but that gonna be something, that gonna be something, that gonna be like something in the past. It'll be like something like that word fright is like when they come in, you might feel a little pinch of it, but having full confidence in Yahweh Shimei Shai, that He dealing with you, that go and swallow up with confidence, that go and swallow up with you knowing that the Lord dealing with you, because hey, the Lord giving you that spiritual power, so when they come past you, and actually wherever it is, because this is going back into the days when King David, was at war and stuff, and feeling the presence of death and feeling the presence of fright, but the Lord was with him, because remember, he's just man, he just in his mortal flesh, so we as man being in his mortal flesh, a little pinch of fright might come on you, but hey, the confidence and having the brothers around you, hey, they're gonna get swallowed up, as going back to the scripture, I think it's Isaiah 126, when it say Yahweh Hashem is on my side, what man can do unto me, that going back into basically being free, we not have fear, in that time to come, in this time, the Lord perfect us, we went through it, we actually went through it, and we back here now, and we going through it again, so what man can do unto us, I don't call myself dead for Yahweh Hashem or shy, because I was a nigga in the world, getting caught up the Lord, getting plagued at the mind and stuff. You just name it, and the Lord deliver me. The Lord deliver me and have me in the truth. So I'd be sincere for this truth. I'd present my brother as a sacrifice for this truth. I'd lay my life for brother in this truth. As the sincere ones, the ones who know that they're fighting for the same thing I fighting for, for salvation. Because every man have the work of the own salvation with fear and trembling. But you have brothers on the side of here. You have the brothers who make everybody who striving for the same thing you're striving for. Not the ones who getting bugged and say, nah. You other go down sooner. I will go so. I'm trying to break out with a run and hide. Because they seeing that on that way. They seeing that coming. It's like when Paul was going, and I was warning Paul, and they said, well, Paul, we rocking with you. If you're gonna indict it, we're sitting with the Lord. When Peter drew the sword, Peter was ready to die with the Lord. But Peter had his mission when they say Peter denied the Lord. Peter had the Lord had his mission for Peter. That was prophesied. The Lord had his mission for Peter. So at the end of the day, the Lord have our mission for us. So we had to fulfill our mission. So when our time comes, we don't have to be in a spirit of fright. We had to be in a spirit of confidence for Yahweh Hashem, knowing that He with us, He's our shield, our buckler, as it says in verse 2, our rock, our fortress, our deliverer, my strength, my buckler, my high tower, my horn of salvation, So going on into the scripture, it say verse 5, it say, verse 5, it say, the sorrows of hell compass me about, and the snares of death, prevent me. The snares of death prevent me. Verse 6 it say, in my distress I call upon Yahweh and cry unto my power. He heard my voice out of the temple, and my cry came before Him, even into His ears. So the Lord gonna hear us up in the Lord up in us, up in that 4th dimension. The Lord's gonna hear us. The Lord gonna be, coming down. We know as the Lord gonna come to deliver His elect. He coming with the chariot. He coming with the chariot. To deliver the men of the Lord. I think I have a nice precept here. Let me see if I get it. I have a bookmark a nice precept here. The book of Psalms chapter 16, verse 8, it says, I have set Yahweh always before me, because He is my right hand. I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rise rest in hope. My flesh shall rest in hope. So So if we will be laying our life, if we so feel that we gonna, as the scripture say, who finds life shall lose it, and who loses their life shall find it. So we don't care about this flesh. We want to get out of the shins of darkness. So going back to verse 10, it says, for thou will not leave my soul in hell. In this condition we gain thorns in his flesh. We get no rest. No rest for us. We are yet this day, we subject to payments. Brothers will be crying out. Bills upon bills, no rest at all. And then they will get a pension plan when they're 60 ready to die. That Esau queendom we're living in right now, where they gain the due, with the Lord, the due of the heavens, where the Lord get them all the fatness of the earth, where they enjoying themselves right now, pool in the backyard, butlers, wherever they have the nicest cars, wherever it is. But we didn't envy in your process, and we choosing their ways. We focusing on our mission. We're trying to get out of this flesh and trying to get the inheritance what the Lord set for us. A kingdom where we could be at rest. A kingdom where we could be, we could come back to our rightfully, rulership, our first estate mindset, and our first estate body, that extraterrestrial body. So verse 10, it says, for thou will not leave my soul in hell, neither will thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. So we gonna be seeing this, and we gonna be seeing corruption. We gonna be seeing turmoil, nuclear fire destroying us. We gonna be seeing, we turning into robots. With the C to the H to the I to the P, the Lord ain't making him, and the Lord go through that. The Lord being here with us. We gonna be in our second death. We gonna be getting caught up in our second death. The Lord gonna deliver us. Going to verse 11 and say, thou wilt show me the path of life. And this is the path of life. Following the laws, such as and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, following the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, as he put in the scriptures. We walking after the footsteps of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. We doing we doing as what he do. What he was told to do from his father Yahweh. We doing what Yahweh Shai tell us to do. Through the spirit and power Yahweh Hashem Yoshai is the book of Acts 1 and 6. We was given the rakak with that through the spirit. So we doing what we was sent here to do. It say in thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. So we know we gonna join heirs with Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. We gonna be kings, we gonna be malachyams, on the face of the earth. The true kings, all the brothers, all the brethren, hey, we're gonna be rulers, the hopefully like the 144,000 men who never bow to the image and bow to the system. We wasn't defiled by women. We follow the Lamb whatsoever you go. So we been in our spirit. So that's basically that's really about it. Who makes videos edifying through the spirit, from our dream, bring other precepts, to go down into, wherever it is, it's Jacob's trouble, if you're getting beheaded, if wherever it is, if it's famine on the land, everything we're gonna be calling upon Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. He's our rock, he's our fortress, he's our tower, our horn of salvation. So we call upon Yahweh Hashem Yoshai to deliver us and to be our savior, which he is. And we believe in Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. So basically, hope this video edifying. Double honors to the elders and the apostles once again of Great Millstone. To the few to the ahchyam slack here who pushing and shooting inside to the four corners of the earth, to the few aquats who listen and learning. Hope this video edifying to the spirit. Shalom, shalom, shalom.